Ferrari has details for a big-time auction of the 599XX for charity. Honda gets a big-time figure of its own for the Fit EV, and Tesla takes aim at serious sales in 2013. All of this plus video of the best cars you can get for less than $30,000. You're going to have to stick around for that. I'm Greg. Here comes Autoweek TV for Thursday. We're leading off with news out of Maranello. Now, we told you earlier that Ferrari is auctioning off a valuable 599XX Evo. And you can start bidding right now with the auction running to June 20th. Head over to ferraristore.com for all of the information. Now, the winning bidder will get the keys from Fernando Alonso and Felipe Massa at the Monza Grand Prix. There's plenty of other Ferrari items. We're talking helmets, even the front end of the F60 race car. All of the proceeds benefit victims of the recent earthquakes in Italy. Shifting gears, the Honda Fit EV was rated at an impressive 118 mpge by the EPA. That puts it ahead of the Nissan Leaf, Chevy Volt, and other cars. Now, mpge is the miles per gallon equivalent rating for electric cars. And California electric car maker Tesla is taking aim at sales of 20,000 units per year, reports Automotive News. Now, that could come as early as next year, so says CEO Elon Musk. Sales should be helped by the much-anticipated Model S, which began to arrive last week. The full rollout for the car will begin later this year. Now, recently, our editors took a trip to Michigan International Speedway to find you the best performance car for under $30,000. For the full story, grab the June 11th issue. It's the cover. And to watch it all come to life, have a look at this video. As always, enjoy the drive.
I'm Roger Hart with Autoweek. I'm out here with my colleagues John Wong and Brad Constant. We're at Michigan International Speedway, and we're getting ready to drive some really interesting cars.
Yeah, we're here with 7 performance cars that begin at under $30,000. It's really easy to build a $200,000 performance car. It's really easy to build even a $50,000 performance car. But for $30,000, that's kind of like an attainable level for your normal person. And there's a lot of options actually that fall under that $30,000 range.
This new one from Subaru.
Absolutely. It's actually probably my favorite going into it. What's your favorite, Brad?
I'm looking forward to the Mustang. It's got that old American muscle and that new Fiat 500 Abarth. That looks fun too. Great sound.
We're getting ready to head to the track. Let's go.
Power.
It's a lot of fun.
Suddenly the back end was there and then whoop, it was gone.
The testing has been done. Brakes have been turned to dust. The tires have been chewed up to just nothing. So what are the results?
Well, I think the results are basically that you can get a lot of car for under $30,000. There's just so many different types of cars you can get. You can get a hatchback, a muscle car, or a purebred sports car.
Right, exactly.
My big surprise was the Mini. I was not expecting it to be the 3rd quickest car around here. The way it handled through all the corners allows you to really get out onto the straights and catch up a little bit on what these big cars with all their high horsepower can get away with.
I think one of the things that also I was stunned by was just how poorly the GTI stacked up into this group. The performance that we found in this car was not what I expected.
Yeah, the brakes got just cooked really, really quick, and I think the rubber on there, again, it's not that good.
The understeer was really a problem, trying to get any good times going through the course.
Well, my favorite car out of all the 7 is the BRZ, even with this automated transmission, because it's just a complete car. It's a driver's car. It's a small engine. It's a 2-liter boxer, 200 horsepower, but it has great throttle response.
Came into this test expecting the Mustang to be really strong, and it really was. I mean, I love the V8 Mustang, the GT 500. You know, terrific car. Basically, you've got the same platform, but just with the 6-cylinder engine in it that takes it under the $30,000 range. We had the sport package on it, which included upgraded springs,
Right.
dampers.
But the big thing for that package are those tires.
The tires, absolutely, yeah, no question about it. But the fact that that car ended up being the quickest around here did not surprise me. There were a couple of things that I would have liked in the Genesis. You know, with all that horsepower, it would have been great if it had maybe a better suspension setup like the Mustang.
One thing that you can give credit to Hyundai for is that they have continually improved this car. Overall, out of all 7 cars here, this is probably a mid-pack runner for me. There's just still some things to it that need a little more tweaking, a little more refinement. I liked it a lot. My favorite part of this car is the 6-speed manual gearbox. Honda knows how to do manuals. Very, very, very driver-oriented and great engine, great transmission. There's a good connection between the driver through the shifter, the pedals, the clutch.
Now this is the sporty version of the Fiat 500, the Cinquecento. Of all the cars out here, this thing sounds the best. You can't help but look at the car and kind of smile. And after having driven this car for a couple of days around the track here at MIS, I would have to say that, you know what, it's a very fun car. And the numbers actually held up pretty well as far as lap speeds go. If you liked this video or if you didn't like it, good or bad, we'd love to hear from you. Send us your comments on Autoweek.com. For Autoweek, I'm Roger Hart.
I'm John Wong.
And I'm Brad Constant.
Catch all the latest auto enthusiast news at Autoweek.com, in Autoweek Magazine and iPad Edition. Talk with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Autoweek USA.